everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Vikings coming in at 7-4, going up against the Cowboys, who come in at 7-4. With that, let's get up to Minneapolis as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are indeed at the beautiful state-of-the-art U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Dez Bryant, certainly one of the go-to guys, if not the go-to guy for this offensive unit.
One of the most talked about players in the league, as well as one of the most productive receivers. He attacks the football downfield.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Xavier Rhodes is a cornerback who does not mind being physical. Whether he's covering passes or coming up in the run game, he's going to be there to make an impact.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Darren McFadden out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that is caught by the rookie Laquan Treadwell. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On second down, Peterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Bridgewater from the gun. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
McFadden. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, McFadden. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it. Here's McFadden. McFadden loses the football. And the Vikings, and they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They start the drive with McFadden. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Fresh set of downs here. McFadden will be the lone setback. They'll look to throw here. He's got time. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Let's go! Brand 38!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Let's go! Way 90! Way 90!
Bridgewater on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Let's go! Tiger! Let's go!
Shift together here from the D-line. Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Third down, Bridgewater. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Let's go. Tiger. Slam.
They run it with McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Second down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Come on, let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And Beasley with it over the middle. It's a pickup of 19. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass and completing it.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now a play fake here on, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain, and it's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the pistol, a McFadden run. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
defense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. Now he's forced out right. The ball comes out. He can run for it, and he will. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Again, Peterson. Across the 30 to the 30. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Bridgewater to throw it. It's caught by Treadwell. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Bridgewater. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Michael Pruitt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Prescott surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Finding time. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And now out comes Minnesota. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Room here to run. Adrian Peterson off to the races. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Bridgewater now on second down. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They run again on first down. Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Toss play to McKinnon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Michael Pruitt with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. As So we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
McFadden will be the lone setback. Now Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Out of the gun now on third down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Bridgewater now. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Bridgewater again. This is Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Let's go. Wait, force.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Cowboys.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So the D-line's going to spread out. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy.
Say goodbye to Laquan Treadwell. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And his kick is right through. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused everything.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Emerson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Dancing to his left. And it's a fumble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Come on, let's go! Come on!
Now Prescott. And that's incomplete. Drop to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Emerson Griffin in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to air one out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They come out here in the eye. McKinnon. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. But that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Time running out here on the play clock. Bridgewater. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go back to the air here after the INT. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
Can't find anyone open. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. They come out here in the eye. They run once more with McKinnon. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape of this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Bridgewater here to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Give him 9 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Bridgewater now from the 50. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll run for it. Peterson. Penalty marker is down here. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away.
And now Bridgewater going to turn and take a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And, Charles, just a blowout in every sense of the word here in this one.
Okay, cliche alert. Right from the opening whistle. As soon as they kicked the ball off, one team was ready to play, the other definitely was not.
Well, you got to use cliches with this one. I mean, it's not often you see a game this lopsided in the NFL.
All we know is that at the end, one team was winning going away, and the other one just wanted to go away.
So for the Vikings, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Dallas, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and You've been watching the NFL on EA.